Hello, I'm Joss Peach.
And I'm Poppy Peach.
And we are two first-class idiots with an unhealthy obsession with cabbage.
And this is the Cabbage Chronicles.
What's that coming over the hill? Is it the cabbage? Is it the cabbage? What's that coming over the hill? Oh, you just got cabbage, motherfucker.
Hello! We're back, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
We really are back.
We really are back.
God damn it, we are so back.
We are so back. In fact, we are as back as this episode, because this episode is the episode of the Boomerang Brassica. Yeah? You see what I did there?
It comes
back. That's so shit.
Oh, absolutely abysmal. But nevertheless, this is where we find ourselves in the territory of Boomerang Brassica.
So, we'll explain what that term means, which a term coined by my father, which I think is wonderful. That's one of the proudest I've been.
Oh, thanks,
yeah, you coming
thanks,
up
Ellen.
with that.
Thank you.
Which is when one of us cabbages the other with a thing, a cabbage-related item, and the other one goes, I'm going to use that.
Yeah. For a bit of payback.
Oh yes. In fact, the first one we're going to talk about today, you didn't even get to use it. I found it.
Oh
ever
man,
used.
this one.
Honestly, this episode is full of some rather satisfying comebacks. It really is.
Yeah, there is nothing juicier than when someone tries to cabbage you or cabbages you and you just go wham straight back at them. And this one, I was so excited and pleased about the idea of this one because I had specially commissioned a mug with "You've been cabbaged" on it. I'd had it delivered to our lovely next door neighbour Amber. So that
was that under the false name Barnabas Prank again?
It was, yes. That's my cabbage pseudonym that I've used for deliveries so that they know who it's for. So I'd got this mug delivered and I unwrapped it and thought, oh great, I'll use this when the time is right. But just for now, I'm going to shove it into the bottom of an apple box which is full of scarves and gloves and stuff. Because at that point, it wasn't particularly cold.
No.
Great, I'll deal with that later. And then just carried on with my life.
Yeah, also, I want to know what your plan actually was with that. Because you never, ever make me a drink. And if you did make me a drink, I would be highly suspicious.
I hadn't thought that far ahead, to be honest with you, but I knew that it was going to be good.
Yeah.
You might want to pick up the story from this
I think I shall. So, I found the mug, basically. That is what happened. I was looking for a scarf because it was cold. And I found the mug in its truly devious hiding place as it was and went, oh, great!
Oh, you must have thought it was Christmas cabbage.
Oh, I mean, it really was.
Oh, dear,
and I thought, what shall I do with this? I know. I'll put it where he'll least expect it. I'll take it over to my grandparents' house and give them very strict instructions over what they should do. So every now and then, go and have a cup of tea.
Cup of tea
with
Say
the
hello.
in-laws.
Yeah.
And I gave them very strict instructions that when he next does this, they were to make his cup of tea in this mug with a hefty lump of cabbage in the mug. Just in case I didn't get a point for the mug, I was definitely securing myself with that one.
But as it was, both of those elements came together.
Yes.
Which arguably...
I absolutely should have got 2 points for.
Yeah.
Not arguably, definitely. I don't know how I got 1 point there.
Oh, well, it's too late now, baby.
I know it's too late. But do you want to describe how it worked so well?
Yeah, so essentially, they were making me this fateful cup of tea, aka a poisoned chalice. And and I just got really into one, moaning onto them about how badly you've been molesting me with cabbage recently, and all the cabbagey things.
I love that you were moaning about it as it happened. That's amazing. Normally when you're chatting about it, you're bragging about what you've done.
True.
So that you were just there going, oh, I'm losing, because you were losing quite badly at the time as well.
You were handing it to me viciously.
Yeah.
And because I was so sort of focused on the conversation, I didn't realise what I was doing until I had the mug to my lips, and suddenly there's this massive leaf of cabbage sitting in my mouth, and I'm like, oh my God, what's this? Pull the mug away, and it's the self-same mug that I had commissioned to cabbage you with. Absolutely stonking.
It was wonderful work on my behalf, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really
and now
was.
That's a treasured mug that we use daily.
Oh, it's one of my favourite mugs.
Yeah. Just some shit you've been cabbaged cheap mug.
Yeah. Bog standards.
Yeah.
£5.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Barnabas Prank.
So the next one is one that boomeranged back to me in a way that I was very much not happy about, but we'll get on to that.
You did not like this one.
I did not. I liked it when I was doing it. So on eBay, there are loads of wonderful things that you can find, including the really, truly wonderful book, The Cabbage Patch Fib. And one day, when my father was going for a walk with a paper map, like the old person he is, I thought, so inside this sort of folded up map, I slipped in this book. It's quite a small paperback book. It's pretty thin. It's just a kid's book.
Yeah.
So I slipped that in, got a point, lovely.
And let me just say, for anyone thinking of reading the Cabbage Patch Fib...
Oh, yeah, do it.
No, it's shit. It doesn't make sense. It's complete bollocks. Read something more interesting.
I love that you read it, though.
Oh, I felt I had to read the whole thing.
I didn't realise you read it all.
Oh, there were plot holes, there were inconsistencies. I wanted the characters to turn around and question what was going on, and they just took things at face value that made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
But what I did realise once I had been cabbaged was that...
And read the entire book cover to cover.
Yeah, cabbaged myself there a bit. Was that the front cover was quite ripe for a boomerang cabbage. So she's wincing at the memory of this.
Yes.
Aren't you? So I cut the front cover off, thinking, I'll think of something good to do with this.
Yeah.
I'll think of something good.
Yeah.
And as has been mentioned before, I'm a bit of a fan of me glue. She's really not enjoying this memory, guys, I've got to tell you.
I'm not. I'm really not. I don't enjoy when I'm reminded of it every day, because what he did was took the issue to my new iPad that I had paid for myself for my studies, and he went very heavy with the glue.
I did, and
you?
I glued the front cover of the Cabbage Patch Fib to the back of the iPad.
Yeah, straight on, not onto a case, straight onto the iPad.
Yeah.
Meaning that its value would probably be halved were I to sell it on, at best.
Hit them where it hurts, that's what I say.
We had to have a conversation afterwards, actually, about that you'd taken it a little bit far with that one.
There was a conversation.
Yes, there was. I was angry.
You were pissed
I was
off.
really angry. And as someone that also, I generally take things in pretty good humour.
You do.
And I'm a patient person, and this tested my patience. So yeah, that was a good but very annoying Boomerang Brassica.
Yeah.
And I've managed to sort of peel off most of the picture on my iPad now, but it's still sort of skanky.
It doesn't look great.
It doesn't look
There's no
good.
denying that. But of course, we must bear in mind the most important thing in all of this, which is I got a point. Yay for me.
Cabbage. Okay, number 3 is a double. Is it triple? No, double boomerang. Yeah, double boomerang. 3 different pranks. That makes it a double boomerang.
Well, because a single boomerang is there and back.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. A double boomerang would be there and back, then there and back.
Okay, we're having a 1.5 boomerang.
Yeah.
Is a...
It's 150% of one boomerang.
It is.
Yeah.
And this started at Christmas?
Yes, a time of giving, a time of receiving.
Time of cabbages.
Yes.
My father concealed within a present from my best friend a massive neon orange t-shirt which he had badly drawn on a cabbage in a sailor's hat saying it was something like Cabbage of Troy says ahoy.
Yes, it was sort of singing a song.
It was singing a song, yes, because this has come from when we have concealed cabbage items in other things that would be deemed trustworthy, like a Christmas present from your friend, to be Trojan cabbages, like the Trojan horse.
Yes, hence the Cabbage of Troy.
Hence the Cabbage of Troy says ahoy.
Yes.
With its lovely little ahoy hat. So you got a point for this. All fine, okay, annoying, whatever.
Stylish.
I kept
warm,
that t-shirt.
Comfortable.
It's warm. You probably paid £2 for that t-shirt. It is shit.
I paid a £5 for that, you ungrateful swine.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you at least get it from the charity shop?
Yeah.
Good.
But you can't get a t-shirt for less than a £5 normally from a Chazza.
No, probably not. But
I think it's a lovely item and you should stop having a go at it, personally.
Well, it is a lovely item because I kept it.
Yes, I noticed that it very quickly disappeared.
Yeah.
You know, when people are tidying up their Christmas presents and stuff, I was like, well, where is that t-shirt? And I was like, oh, God. That's going to be coming back to bite me in the old bum, innit?
Yeah, so what I did was he has got a t-shirt, a different t-shirt, and I, while he was away, thought, I know what I could do with this. I could sew this ugly orange drawn-on t-shirt to the inside of your nice t-shirt that you wear a lot.
Yeah, one of my favourites.
Yeah, one of your favourites. And then it will truly be a Trojan cabbage because it'll be on the inside of another thing. Great.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, and you got your point for that.
Yeah, I did, and I was quite pleased with that.
Yeah, and amazing sewing skills, if I may say.
I deliberately did really shit sewing skills because I thought if I did sort of slightly good ones, you might still wear it.
Did you?
It wouldn't bother you that much.
It's like a child-sized t-shirt.
No, it's not. It's huge.
I've never tried wearing it, but it definitely was a small.
Oh, but it looked huge to me. You then kept hold of it, didn't you, after I did that?
I did. I thought, well, it's come back into my hands.
Yeah,
it's like
two can play at that game.
It's like the One Ring had come back to its maker.
Yeah, and my wardrobe was the Nazgul.
Yes. No, your wardrobe was Minas Tirith, and I was Sauron, the creator of the One Ring, and I was going to fuck your wardrobe up. And what I was going to do was remove all of your lovely clothes that were hanging in it.
Yep.
And replace them with just this one classy, as we've established, warm, comfortable orange t-shirt with ahoy.
And it is the ugliest shade of orange as well. Orange is my favourite colour, but only sort of like rusty burnt orange.
Yeah.
And this is highlighter orange, isn't it? It is an ugly bit of clothing.
Yes,
despite its warmness.
If you were a vole, you could wrap it round and round and round and make a nice sleeping bag out of it. I think that a vole would consider that a warm thing to wear, no?
Yeah. I wouldn't say voles are that, like... I don't think we can extrapolate a vole's experience to the general population.
Why not, pray tell?
Because our cats kill them all the time and they don't kill humans.
Oh, that's true. And actually, we've never had a chance to ask a vole because they've always been munched.
They've always been dead.
By Pickle.
Well, this has gone off topic, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've gone down quite a boulevard there.
Yeah.
But that was the tale of the t-shirt. So the next cabbaging on our Boomerang list was that I am very, very... What?
Carry on.
What do you think I'm going to say?
Stylish.
Yeah. I am a deeply stylish, trendy guy, okay? And I have to look after my looks. Because when I look good, I feel good. And
you must never feel good then.
Oh, god damn it.
Have you farted?
You know I haven't farted, because if I do a big fart, I don't go, oh, god damn it. I just kind of give you a look and go, huh? Huh?
That is true.
I was going, oh, god damn it, because you'd been really hurtful.
Yeah. Oh, no. Truthful.
No. Truth is in the eye
I'm a
of the...
being of purity and honesty and nothing but.
You little shit. Laughing at me like that. It's not nice, I tells you. Look, what little hair I've got left, I shove some kind of hair waxy kind of goopy stuff on.
It's shit as well, it stinks. It's really rubbish stuff.
It's brilliant and makes me look super cool. Anyway, I possess this stuff, which I put a little bit on every day. And you did a really good one, which was to get loads of really finely shredded bits of cabbage and just mix it all right in to this hair cream stuff. When I discovered it, I was like, oh Christ, that's a good one. That's a good one. But instead of chucking it in the bin, like a lot of people might have gone, oh, okay, £3, whatever, I'll go and get some more. I was like, well, I don't want to throw it away. So it was a kind of cabbaging that kept on giving.
Yeah, it really did.
Because every morning, I tried to scrape some of the bits out of it, but you couldn't really. So I was like trying to get my finger around the cabbage shards.
One time there was a little bit of cabbage in your hair.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I was using that as an accessory, you know, I did that on purpose. In a way, the fact that it kept on cabbaging me was your undoing, however. Because every morning I was confronted with this same cabbagey hair goop sight. So it really made me think of a great plan to get you back.
So the way that this bounced back on me was I was at a week-long equine behaviour course, and this is the field that I want to go into as a professional, with some of the people that I respect and look up to most in terms of equine welfare and behaviour. And
you'd also got other attendees who had come from like all around the world to this event, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like really, it's a really cool event. And it was in like winter, so it was really cold. So I was having my lunch in a flask. You bring your own food. And from the outside, it was just like fine, normal.
To the naked eye, all seemed calm and well. And you'd have been looking forward to a nice warm bit of lunch.
Yeah.
Yum, 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 yum.
And on the inner lid of the flask, he had really gone to town with this hair gel. And I would say the consistency is somewhere between Vaseline and mayonnaise.
Yeah, but with a bit of cabbage thrown in.
With quite a bit of cabbage thrown in. You've got most of the cabbage that I'd put in. And also, I find the smell of that so unpleasant. I don't quite know how to describe it. It was so strong. It was really bad. And so I had all of this and it was sort of on my hands and
well, there was no way you could get the inner lid off.
The only way that I could do it was I didn't touch it with my hand. I had it all in a tote bag, and like a nice tote bag, and I sort of got the inside of it and sort of grabbed it and twisted it off like that. But then of course there was this sort of cabbagey gunk on the inside of my tote bag and it was still sort of in my lid, and still smelling quite strong as well, and the few people around me were sort of definitely like, what is going on? And I had to explain it to a few people. But I'm also quite sensitive around what I like in my food. I don't even like it when my foods touch on the plate. And I certainly don't like it when I have weird smells while I am eating. So I ended up not even eating half of my lunch because I hated the smell so much, and then not really being able to put the lid back on either because it was all slimy and gunky. So that was a really good one, because they were also quite intense days and I was quite hungry. So not only did you cabbage me, but you also deprived your own child of food.
Much needed nourishment on a special day.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, you think not. Yeah, that one was good. They were both strong cabbagings and both genuinely annoying.
Yeah.
They were the perfect level of annoying, I think.
Yeah.
There's no genuine lasting harm done to either of us, but they're like, ugh.
Yeah, you're like, oh God.
Yeah.
That's kind of essentially, that's the ideal response to a cabbage prank.
It really is.
Oh God.
Yeah, that is exactly what we are aiming for every time.
Cabbage!
So, this brings us to our last prank of this episode.
Yes, the final boomerang.
Yeah, do you want to introduce it, seeing as you started this boomerang?
Well, I don't know exactly where this item came from, but I noticed that my wife Josie had put a Brussels sprout jigsaw in some charity bag, so I don't know what the origins of that jigsaw was.
No, I don't either.
We very much allow sprouts as well as cabbages, because they're just baby cabbages, after all.
Yeah.
So there was this sprout jigsaw puzzle, and I thought, what can I do with this? Why don't I go back to where it all began?
Yes.
Why don't I shove half of the jigsaw pieces, keeping some back just for future use? Why don't I shove half of them inside your pillowcase and right under your sheet?
Yep.
On a day when you were feeling particularly tired, I seem to remember, for some reason.
Yes, I was, yeah.
Don't know, can't remember why.
Yeah, I think it was just, I have a chronic illness and sometimes I get flare-up days. I think it was just that.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
So earlier in the episode we talked about him taking all the clothes out of my wardrobe and replacing all of them. So this was that same day, so I was already a little bit annoyed.
Well, I felt I needed to try and redress the scores a little bit because you've been pulling ahead.
I had. The other thing that you should know about me is I am not great at acting fast when I want to do a thing. It's called executive dysfunction. If you haven't heard of it, you can look it up if you want to, if you can be asked. So I got into bed and as he said, I was tired and I was just like, I know that I need to get out of bed to get these jigsaw puzzles out. I knew what it was. It's a cabbage jigsaw. God, right. And I was like, oh, I really... my brain is thinking get out of bed and I just can't move. Oh, this is awful. So I spent ages sort of trying to wriggling, can I get to sleep with these bits of cabbage in? No, I can't. So I end up getting up and getting them out, and I've got fitted sheets, so it's a faff and you're pulling them out. And then I missed a couple because I've been scroinking them around to try and get them out of the way to try and sleep with them still in there and deal with it in the morning. So then it was a bit longer of, oh, can I ignore them? No, okay, out we get again. So it was actually a lot better than it should have been.
Yes.
Really.
And it definitely made you go, oh, God.
Oh, yeah. It was sort of a perfect level of annoyance, I think, really, for a cabbaging. Credit where credit's due, that was a good one.
Ah, thank you.
Also, credit where credit's due, I did a good one in return, didn't I?
It worked out quite nicely as boomerangs go.
Yeah, we all know that it's polite to answer, and I did answer.
But I think you were answering back.
I think I was answering.
Which is not polite. Go on.
So, what I did was, my dad was going somewhere in the afternoon.
Ping pong.
Ping pong club. And I thought, oh, I know what he needs to get to ping pong. He needs his keys to drive the car. And I thought, what a wonderful idea to hide his keys in the compost.
Yes.
And then...
Under some cabbage leaves.
Under some cabbage leaves.
Yes, of course.
And then write him out a nice little note and a nice little clue to help him find them. And the clue was on the back of a few jigsaw puzzle pieces, wasn't it?
Yes, they boomeranged back at me quite immediately. And so what was it
So I had to leave the house straight away as soon as I'd done it.
Because you knew that I would pressurise you into telling me where they were. So you were like, right, I'm just going to get out and I'm then going to message him.
Yeah.
And...
Because I'd said, oh, I'm going to go for a walk, and then you were like, oh, I'll come too. And I was like, oh, shit. And
so you just scarpered.
Yeah, quickly. So I just went and then sent you a little message going like, no walk for you or something.
Yeah, so I then emerged from the music studio to find this note on the table next to a load of jumbled up jigsaw pieces.
Yeah, which I took a photo of.
What was on that note?
Well, what was on the note was, hello, Father. Right about now, you may be asking yourself the age-old question, where are my keys? Oh, where are my keys? Where could they possibly be? Well, ponder no longer.
Yes.
All the tools to find the answer lie already within you and this beautiful jigsaw.
Oh.
Solve the puzzle and all your key-related dreams shall come true.
Because... Well, it was a double-sided jigsaw anyway, wasn't it?
Jigsaw,
but on one side of it, you'd written some clues that I had to put back together and assemble. And what were the clues?
The clue was, where manky old vegetable bits doth wither, your portal unlocking tools do be hither.
Oh, it's quite Shakespearean, really, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Really, great writing. Nice.
And we were sort of messaging back and forth, weren't we? I was out on a walk and we were sort of...
Yes, and I kind of found a nice workaround by just going and getting the spare car key.
Yeah.
And
it was so devastating because I was sort of messaging and I was gloating, as I should have been.
You were fizzing like a pint of old milk.
Yeah. Never have I been so disappointed in myself to not consider that there could be a spare.
Oh yes, because you said, any luck finding your keys, Father?
Yeah, and all that sort of stuff.
Fuck 'em, I'll use the spare.
Yeah. Oh dear.
But then you did come back.
I came back because I was like, oh, you've got the spares.
Yeah, there's no point. And then when I did work out your lovely Shakespearean clue, I did go out to the compost.
You did not work it out. You blackmailed me with Mum's keys.
Oh yes, I did steal Josie's keys and say, you've got to give them to me.
I put the puzzle together for you. Which, it was actually unsolvable, you just had to sort of move them around a bit.
Yes, you didn't put it together as such, you just told me the kind of Shakespearean thing. At which point I then mistakenly went out to the main outdoor compost heap, which coincidentally happened to have a layer of old mouldy cabbages on the top. That's just the way we roll.
That was the ones that had been in your clothes drawers.
Yeah. They were old manky cabbages. So I was rootling around underneath them thinking, well, this is the compost heap. There's a load of cabbage on it. Surely this is where they are. And sort of digging about.
I was so happy as well. Me and Mum were just watching and just
looking out the window while I sort of up to the elbows in compost.
Like a truffle pig.
So I think it's safe to say that even though you didn't end up forcing me to sit there trying to put together an annoyingly unsolvable jigsaw puzzle for many hours, which is really what your little dark beating heart was getting excited about.
Yeah.
You did get a solid point, and you did manage to get me rootling about in the compost, which made you very happy.
It did make me very happy. Yeah. It was worth every moment.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I think that just about brings us to the end of our mighty
Boomerang Brassica podcast.
Yeah. God damn, those boomerangs were fun.
And I'm sure there are many that will follow.
Yeah. There'll be more down the line.
There will be more. Yeah.
But that's it so far.
That is it. So, yes, we hope you enjoyed and are enjoying the podcast. And I think it's pretty apt to have a cliffhanger.
So what shall we have in this?
What shall we have in
McHanger?
this? I think a nice bit of gentle classical piano music.
Oh.
Yeah. Followed by sort of a stampede.
Yes. I think an enormous herd of cows.
Right. Why cows?
Because my good friend Anthony Adolph is a bit of an archer's obsessive.
Right.
So, and he did want me to reference that in this podcast.
Okay.
So I think a herd of cows have gotten out of, shall we say, Joe Grundy's field?
Oh, God. Oh, no.
And they are running amok through Ambridge.
Can I also just say you have terrible taste if you listen to the Archers?
Yeah, ooh.
That is, like... I'm sorry, there are so many things that you can listen to. And you choose the Archers.
Well, that is... You have been spoken to, adult.
Yeah, you have. Why?
Why?
And then, like, a playground whistle or something.
Yeah, or like a swimming pool
like
lifeguard.
Like a lifeguard, yeah.
Sort of blowing whistle and...
Yeah.
Or, yeah, you can't run, can you? No running.
No running.
So that's the ultimate one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, sit back and enjoy the cliffhanger, and that's goodbye from us.
Bye-bye!
Oi, no piano!